now I'm gonna pick up 2 tutorial minutes, okay? So now let's watch more since 3 tutorial minutes.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna jump right into this video and talk about the creepiest things that have happened at Target. The first story is called The Candle Aisle. There's a night shift worker who claims there's something very off about the candle aisle. I, for one, love candles. There's like no other smell in the world that's that amazing.
Yeah, true.
Some people collect coins and stamps. I collect mugs and candles. Totally normal. Anyways, though, this worker
I'm
says
gonna collect candles, I'll put it on my bedroom and the whole entire house.
all the employees have sensed. In fact, this worker says he always sees a shadow person standing at the end of the aisle while he's stocking the shelves. And apparently it only appears for a few seconds and then disappears, but it's almost as if it wants people to know that it's there. And I feel like the main question is, why the candle aisle? This shadow person could have chosen any aisle in the store, but it was like, you know what? Candles. Not that I blame it. If I was a ghost, I would probably choose there as well. But that's a new one. I've never heard of a ghost in a candle aisle, but that's why I make these videos, right? Alright, the next story is kind of a sad one. It's called the soda machine. There used to be an employee that worked at the store, and all the other employees just loved him. They actually called him a legend, and he worked at this Target for about 10 years, and then he unfortunately passed away. Everyone was completely devastated, but not too long after his passing, very strange things started happening in the store. The most prominent was that the soda machine in the staff room started acting up. It would flash and turn on and off randomly, and the creepiest part was that it kept dispensing his favorite soda. And later in the night, staff kept reporting of seeing this shadow near the soda machine, and what's even eerier is that this shadow was the exact height and body shape of this employee that passed away. Other employees have felt someone poke their shoulder while they're working, and when they turn around, no one's there. Now, the employee that died was known to be a jokester, so maybe he was just fooling around with the staff in his afterlife, but everyone who works there says that it's not bad energy. They never feel like it's negative or evil. Some people even say it's sort of a comforting feeling to know that he's still around. So I feel like it's both a really sad story, but also very eerie at the same time. Alright, the next story is called The 1800s Ghost. Employees have said that between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., there's a woman in a long blue dress that walks through the electronic aisle. It looks like she's from the 1800s, so they were wondering if maybe the Target was unknowingly built over an old graveyard. And after she passes through the electronics aisle, she usually makes her way over to the toy section. She likes to mess around with the dolls on the shelves, and she presses all the buttons so the whole store can hear them going off.
Non-plus dolls.
So basically, she just likes to make a fuss and likes to cause mischief so people will notice her. But it is really interesting that she's in this long blue vintage dress. Alright, the next story is called Whispering in the Fitting Rooms. There was this employee who was about to check all the fitting rooms in Target before the store closed. She just wanted to make sure that everyone was out and nothing was left behind and everything was put away. But as soon as she walked into the fitting room, she got hit with this really strange vibe. You know when you can just sense that someone is close by, or you can...
Alrighty, that was this part in 3, 2, 1. See you next one.